He took a knee as a counter, as basically a legal knockdown.
And if they do?
Yeah, but the ref said no, but the judge could still count it as a knockdown.
Oh.
For battery, domestic violence.
Put your hands behind your back.
You got access?
Gervonta Davis has found himself in more trouble following the investigation into his case with Steve Willis, and the boxing world is abuzz. After Lamont Roach's appeal to have the majority draw decision overturned was rejected by the New York State Athletic Commission, the Washington fighter escalated the matter. Roach called for an investigation into the interactions in his corner and the discussions between his team and the referee. It wasn't until the investigation that authorities discovered audio recordings between Davis and Willis.
Thinking when Tank did that when he took the knee. What you thinking when he took the knee?
I can't.
Can't think on that?
Yes.
He did some bullshit though?
I can't speak on it.
You have no personal opinion, nothing?
Can't. Especially you.
I don't know what happened with the referee. Maybe he was a little starstruck. Maybe he was a little, because he loves Tank. He loves New York. He loves the big lights. The referee with the eyes, He's like,
The conversation was filled with incriminating content, and while it hasn't been made public, it led Davis to court, where he had to defend himself. Lamont Roach also highlighted a key moment from the 9th round, but the commission shut him down. However, this decision has backfired, and now the New York State Athletic Commission's mishandling of the situation has put Davis in trouble. Many in the boxing community haven't expressed much sympathy.
Is that a DQ?
This is not basketball. This is not, this is not basketball where, wait, hold on, my ankle hurts. Hold on, let me take a timeout. You don't take timeouts in boxing. It just doesn't happen. Whether he had something in his eye or not, you have to fight. There's 3 minutes to fight. So if you take a knee, if you go to your corner, the rules are the rules. And I don't know what...
While some believe Davis might soon escape this predicament, others are uncertain about what the future holds for him. Stevenson recently shared his thoughts on Tank's legal battle at his social media downfall, stating that things unfolded exactly as he had anticipated.
Me versus Tank.
Yeah,
so it's like, with him, with his pride and like his ego and it's hard for him to even, want to get on the phone with me, want to reach out or put all that others to the side. That nigga just got too much ego, I guess.
But where did the beef come from? Because it seemed like he really don't like you.
Nah, he don't.
But why? Like, what did y'all do? Because y'all was cool at one point, right?
Stevenson also made it clear that, despite Davis mocking his victory over Josh Padley the previous week, he would not criticize him for his current troubles.
I ain't even gonna troll on dude like he would do me, but I'm still ready and willing to fight. Let's make it happen.
Gervonta Davis might face difficulty in securing fights against Shocker or Lamont Roach due to the ongoing legal proceedings, despite expressing his desire for an immediate rematch with Roach. In a post-fight interview, his legal issues could prevent such a fight from taking place anytime soon. Shocker Stevenson also weighed in on the situation via X, formerly Twitter.
And if Lamont can't get a rematch, I got a big fight for him and a world title shot against me. That's my bro, but we definitely can make something happen. Good stuff, Roach.
Now, who do Lamont win? Lamont.
You thought Lamont won? By how many rounds?
I don't know.
Danny Garcia's father offered an interesting perspective on what some see as a major setback in Davis's career. Davis's boxing record has taken a hit, his pound-for-pound ranking has slipped, and now he faces even bigger challenges in court.
You gotta understand, can't underestimate the underdog, bro. He's hungry, you know what I mean? They wasn't giving him no credit. They were making us see it was a slouch, you could run over. You can't do that in boxing. Anything can happen. You can have a great night, believe that. You gotta believe in your soul, and I think the kid was...
Speaking to Fight Hype after the fight, Garcia Sr. remarked that the pressure of life weighs heavily on athletes. Behind the scenes, family and other issues add to the strain. He acknowledged that everyone has a rough night now and then, and despite the current struggles, Davis had been flying high in recent years.
Should they have counted it as a knockdown?
He took a knee because something was wrong, that he thought it was wrong, that he could do that. He probably thought he was still in the amateurs. In the amateur, take a knee.
Yeah.
You know, it's things that you do sometimes. It goes flashback when you was younger and you think you could still get away with it. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oscar De La Hoya, a 6th Division world champion, has also expressed concerns about the controversial incident. In a chat with Cole and McGann on TV, De La Hoya questioned the actions of referee Steve Willis during the 9th round. After receiving a blow from Roach near the eye, Davis went down on one knee, a move that should have been penalized as a knockdown, costing him a point. The judges should have given the round to Roach.
Take a Lamont.
This is my opinion.
Sure.
It was a great fight. It was a close fight. Depending on what they do with that decision of taking the knee, depending if the commission reverses.
De La Hoya, surprised by the referee's actions, pointed out that Willis, being a professional with experience, should have made a different call. He was also impressed by Roach's performance, stating that he put Davis in significant trouble and fought exceptionally well.
Yeah.
Can you just clear it up, Oscar? A knee being taken, is that a point deduction?
Yes, and that's the fact. A point should be deducted if you take a knee. It's a fact. It's in the rule book, right? The fact that they didn't take it away, then that's where the controversy is, right? It's not the, did Gervonta get hit? Was he dazed?
Boxing promoter Eddie Hearn also shared his thoughts on Davis's court troubles and the review of the controversial fight between Davis and Roach by the New York State Athletic Commission. Hearn disagreed with the commission's decision not to overturn the fight's outcome, which ended in a majority draw, but he expects a rematch between the two fighters to take place.
One thing that's kind of baffling is that it wasn't a knockdown. I mean, look, he wasn't hurt. There's no doubt about that. But if you take a knee in the fight and you touch down, whilst punches are being thrown, it has to be a knockdown. I've heard some people saying, oh, that, you know, he should be disqualified. He went back to the corner. I don't.
According to reports by Dan Raphael of Fight Freaks Unite, Roach's legal team requested that the result be changed to a win for Roach, either by decision, knockout, or disqualification. Hearn acknowledged the controversy, but didn't believe the New York State Athletic Commission would alter the result. However, he emphasized that a rematch was likely.
To be honest with you, I mean, I think that's a warning, but it's a bit of a bizarre situation. For me, like, there was a lot of people in boxing that were saying that this is a really tough fight. Like, Lamont Roach is a serious fighter. I said it might not be the biggest profile fight, but it's actually quite a tough fight. And Shakur said to me, like, even the day before, I'm telling you, he's going to have big trouble tomorrow night. And
the panel, including retired California referee Jack Rice, trainer Stephen Edwards, and boxing experts Chris Algieri and Paulie Malignaggi, unanimously agreed that Davis's knee should have been ruled a knockdown. ProBox TV founder Gary Jonas, who represents Roach, filed an official appeal with the New York Commission, asking them to recognize Roach as the winner.
Hopefully this could be the little something that gives Gervonta a little wake-up call to take him back to the mindset of maybe where he was.
Do you think New York State overturns it?
No, I don't think they do. So,
fine.
Man, I was surprised, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I thought it was a 10-8. Like,
Yeah.
that's what really was going on. Like, but like, I was confused when he looked at the ref, but when he took the knee, I was like, and I grasped the concept that he was on the ground. I was like, that's a 10-8. Simple. So I was like, all right, the ref started counting. While I'm looking at him, I'm like, the ref started counting. But I see him get up and go to the corner. So now I'm just like, all right, now I'm confused. I don't know what's going on.
Referee Jack Rice attempted to explain that officials have some discretion when making calls, but Malignaggi disagreed. Raphael reported that there was an opportunity to review the replay of the knockdown, but it wasn't taken. This led Algieri and Malignaggi to conclude that the best solution would be an immediate rematch.
For an immediate rematch if they don't.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, the reality is can the state call for an immediate rematch? I don't believe they can, the commission. It's really up to the governing body. I mean, the commission can overturn a decision or rule on a decision, but can they order a rematch? That really has to come from the governing body.
Towel in his hand.
To me, I didn't think he was stopping the fight because I was so focused on the ref counting. Like, I didn't think he was starting to fight, but then again, like when I look at him in the corner, I'm like, what is going on? Like, I don't know. I don't know now. I just don't know what's going on. Besides the fact that I want this to be a knockdown because it should be.
And you asked him, right? Why you stopped counting?
I asked him literally. I said, why you stop counting?
Now, to Lamont's point, you will see it and you will hear it. Him ask the referee to keep.
In a discussion with Teddy Atlas on his podcast, Atlas criticized the referee's performance, suggesting that he could have been bribed, as he would never have allowed the same situation to occur. If it were Roach, Atlas emphasized that the sport needs better trained, more knowledgeable referees to ensure fair decisions.
In round number 9, Gervonta Davis takes a knee, landed a right hand, then 2 jabs afterward. What were you thinking when this happened? Were you surprised as everybody else? What was on your mind?
Atlas also noted that Davis, a star who draws huge crowds and significant pay-per-view revenue, was granted some leniency by the referee in this instance. He argued that Davis's star power likely influenced the referee's actions, which allowed him to take a knee without penalty, despite the clear rules of boxing.
Especially when I seen the other coach on the ring, and the inspector told me one time I got to look over there to see, and he tell me sit down. I'm yelling at him, who you talking to? I'm coaching, leave me alone. And he let this guy get up the ring and wipe his fighter down in the middle of the ring.
You even hear Morrow.
Atlas explained that while Davis is a great fighter, he made a mistake by taking a knee after being hit with a jab. He argued that this should have been ruled a knockdown, as no such provision exists in boxing for a fighter to simply take a knee. To recover, the sports administrators, not the fighters, are the ones at fault here.
Sorry, I'm terrible, I am, but I'm ashamed of myself. I am so cynical, but this sport has made me cynical. I'm sorry. I don't see anyone's going to reprimand this referee. What are they going to do?
Atlas continued, stating that in boxing, there is no room for fair catches like in football. If a fighter goes down on a knee, it should always be a knockdown. He pointed out that Terence Crawford had jokingly commented on the rule, showing that even top fighters may not be fully aware of such nuances.
We need a national commission. That's the only thing I could think of, but we're not getting one right now. But the last thing I want to say to put a bow on this one, Bud, we talked about the controversial part, but I want to finish with the great part. That was high level.
Atlas concluded by defending Roach's right to continue pursuing Davis when he turned his back, acknowledging that, while it wouldn't have been the most sportsmanlike move, Roach had every right to attack when Davis was vulnerable. He also emphasized that the referee and Davis were in the wrong in this situation.
It grabs your attention. Oh, wow, look at that guy. He's on the outside. Yeah, he slipped 4 punches. Bop, bop, bop. He threw back. Then he was gone. He was gone. Where'd he go? Yeah, wow, that's sweet science. Yeah, but when you're inside in a dangerous place,
Atlas wrapped up his analysis by likening the situation to a bully in the schoolyard Davis. The dominant force was caught off guard when Roach stood up to him, according to Atlas. This incident could mark a turning point in the careers of both fighters.
Get scorched. That is high level boxing. That is the sweetest of the sweet.
It remains uncertain what the future holds for Gervonta Davis, but reports suggest that he's facing significant fines, penalties, and potentially community service if his legal issues persist. He could lose his World Boxing Association lightweight title and be forced to take time off from the ring. To stay up to date on the latest developments in boxing, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and activate notifications for timely updates.
Not quite timed enough. Not quite the right angle. Bang, it's all over. Oh, like my Italian friends would say. Mwah, mwah. Nick Baffy, God bless you.